Hey, it's Bryce with UT Kilts, and Happy New Year 2021. A little late, but this is my first video I've made this year, and so it's good to be back. It's good to be talking to everyone. So on this video, what we're going to do is talk about a lot of the changes that are coming up. Every year at about this time, I have a list right here to remind me of the changes that we're making, and I like to announce them, any price increases, decreases, shipping changes, anything kind of admin-like for the site. I do like to announce. So that's what we're going to be going over today. So we'll take just a few minutes of your time. We'll go through each one of these. The first thing I want to talk about is a really awesome change to our returns and exchanges policy. Over the holiday break and into January, I was looking at some things. We were looking at a thing called a moon pod. It's a beanbag like thing, and some bins for the warehouse here at UT Kilts. And each time I talk to them, the beanbag place, I always ask for returns. I want to know how much it's going to cost to send it back if I don't like it. And it was like $60 or more to send it back, and then a restocking fee. What the heck is a restocking fee if I send it back in new condition? That doesn't make any sense to me. And then the same thing with the bins, these stackable bins that you can put on shelves and whatnot. They were like wanting to charge a 25% restocking fee. Well, like the bins, I was looking at like $100 for 4 of them. That's $25 plus the shipping I got to pay to send it back. And so I was doing all these things, and it really got me thinking about UT Kilts and our return policy. And I thought, I feel like we've got the best kilts around, and it kind of led me to think, maybe we should really show that we feel that way with our returns policy and exchange. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a change starting next month where all returns and exchanges will be free, meaning that I will provide you a return label to send back to me. So you won't have to pay for the return or the exchange. You'll send it back, and we actually don't get a lot of returns. Over 94% of our orders are not returned, which for a clothing store is really, really high. So those that do return and need to, from now on, we're going to be providing you a return label, and there'll be instructions on the website of where you can see that and how it takes place. But I'm really excited about this because it's really going to show you that you give it a try. If you have a kilt already, but you want to try something new that we have, like a traditional or a utility, something you haven't tried before, you can do it without hesitation because it's not going to cost you anything. And I think that you're going to love it, and you'll think it's an amazing, awesome kilt no matter what you get. And that goes for all kilts and accessories in stock. It just does not apply to special order listings. So we're thinking about doing returns on those. We just haven't decided yet how that would look yet. So we're looking into it. So those are the awesome changes we're going to see on returns. So the next thing I want to talk about are product price increases and decreases. I try not to raise prices. If you've ever watched my intro video, the whole point that I started this company years and years ago was I was a teacher, and I couldn't afford a $400 kilt or a $200 kilt or a $150 kilt at the time. And I wanted one, and I actually bought one on eBay. It was crap. It was horrible. But I don't like to increase prices, but over time it just does happen. So we have a few price increases and decreases. So the decreases, you're going to see a change on the kilt hangers, and I have the prices listed below of what those will end up being. But I believe they're $3.50 a piece, coming down from $4.50, and then if you buy 2 or more, it's $2.90, I believe. And then the ghillie shirts, we're also going to change prices on. I just haven't narrowed it down yet, but I did want to send that out. So before the end of the month, before I change the pricing on the inventory clear out that it's on right now, I will have an idea of what that is and send that out. As far as increases, we are going to be increasing the price of the standard tartan utility, and the deluxe. Just those three. That's it. Interestingly, I started the utkilts.com store exactly 10 years ago in 2011. It was $50 then for the standard, and it's $50 now. The same with the deluxe. It was $65 then and $65 now. So I promised myself for 10 years I keep it the same. So we're going to be increasing them $2.50, which is not much at all. I don't want to go any higher than what we need to. So you'll see those changes reflected starting Monday, February 1st, so next week. Again, I appreciate everyone's support on this. I hate to raise prices, but it's just come necessary, unfortunately, on these particular products that have never seen a price increase, that it's kind of their time. So those are the price increases and decreases we have. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is the shipping. We have two kinds of shipping, and depending on what part of the country you're in will depend on which one you're using. There are ones that use manual rates, which are the ones I input myself, and then there's live rates. The live rates just connect directly to USPS or FedEx, and they give us an exact rate of what it would be to ship your items. As I have the dimensions in there, it does all the calculations. So you can see, and those are for a lot of the states near Utah, not all of them, but some of them. Once you get further away, it's just easier and cheaper if I put them in manually, because the computer can't figure out when it's best to use a flat rate and when it's best to use a package. So I do that myself based on weight and a few different things. So those increases have been taking effect. The flat rate, which was $13.50 is now $13.75. And then there's 50-cent increase on, prices before or beyond that, depending on what you ordered. The FedEx, the basic price of $9.50, which most people will see when they check out for just one kilt or maybe a kilt and some accessories or a few accessories, that has not changed, so that's staying the same. So everything's been updated with the shipping, and it's all in there. We try and do it as cheap as possible, especially international, but I don't own a shipping company, so I can't make up the rates. So I just do what I'm given, use what we're given. So thanks again for watching the video. I hope everyone has an awesome new year. Everyone stays safe. And again, as always, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, Bryce with an I at utkilts.com, or text or call 801-309-5113, and have a great week.